What if I told you that sitting right now, inside an old jar, your drawer, or that forgotten piggy bank, might be a coin worth more than you can imagine? A coin that could literally turn your pocket change into pure fortune. Sounds unreal? Well, hold on tight, because what I'm about to show you is 100% real, verified, and shaking the collector world across the United States right now. These aren't just coins, they're hidden treasures of American history. Rare, powerful, and commanding prices that make even the most seasoned collectors go breathless. In today's video, we're counting down the top 5 ultra-rare and most valuable state quarter-dollar variety coins that are taking today's market by storm. And trust me, when you see the first coin on our list, you will never look at your pocket change the same way again. So stay with me till the end, because the last few seconds of this video could change the way you see every coin in your hand forever. And remember, here on Rare Coin News USA, we bring you the freshest, most unbelievable real-world coin discoveries every single day. So smash that like button, subscribe, and let's dive right into the treasure vault of American coinage. Coin number 1, 2007. Washington State quarter dollar, 1,889, with D-mint, mark, extra fine condition. Our first gem, the 2007 Washington State quarter dollar with the 1,889 D-mint mark, isn't just another coin. It's a stunning fusion of history, artistry, and mystery, all stamped into a single quarter. Let's go back for a moment. The year 2007 marked the celebration of Washington becoming a state in 1889, the U.S. Mint released a special commemorative state quarter to honor that milestone. But hidden among the millions of ordinary coins, a tiny fraction carried something extraordinary, a rare minting variation that would later send shockwaves through the collector world. This coin, born in Denver, holds the D-mint mark proudly, yet it hides minute design distinctions that make it unlike any other. The sharpness of its details, the unique texture around the inscriptions, and a subtle variation in the 1,889 design placement mark it as a variety so rare, even advanced collectors blink twice when they see it. Now, let's talk composition. This quarter is struck in copper-nickel, clad over pure copper, with that familiar 24.3 millimeters diameter and 5.67 grams of American strength. But what truly separates it isn't just the metal, it's the mystery of the minting. A microscopic difference, an alignment anomaly that slipped past quality checks, turned a regular coin into a once-in-a-generation treasure. Collectors call it a ghost-etched legend because under certain lighting, the 1,889 date reflects with a shadow-like depth, creating a hauntingly beautiful illusion on the coin's reverse. Some experts claim it is a result of a dye repolish. Others believe it is a dual-strike anomaly, but everyone agrees. It is an absolute rarity. Now, imagine this. You find one in extra fine condition. That means the details are crisp. The luster gleams with life, and the design still speaks of its mint-born perfection. These are the kinds of coins that auctioneers whisper about before they hit the stage. Because this coin isn't just old, it's alive with American legacy. And the collector demand, it is nothing short of feverish. The moment a coin like this appears on the market, bidding wars ignite collectors, dealers, and investors, clashing over a piece of history that refuses to be forgotten. There's a reason people call it the Washington Whisper. It rarely appears, and when it does, it disappears in seconds. Now, brace yourself, because this is where things get serious. The current market value of this 2007 Washington State quarter dollar, 1889 D-mint mark, in extra fine condition, has soared to an astonishing $80,000 in today's market. Yes, 80,000 reais, US. dollars. That's not an exaggeration, that's the present living truth. Collectors are paying life-changing amounts to own this treasure. Every month, its value climbs higher. Day by day, coin experts watch it rise, calling it the new American Miracle Quarter. This is not fiction, this is reality, right now. If you happen to be one of those few lucky people holding one of these in your possession, you're not just holding metal, you're holding a fortune, a tangible legacy of United States. Minting mastery that could make you rich overnight. It's like finding a golden heartbeat in your pocket. And here's my tip for collectors: never, ever underestimate the power of condition. Clean, crisp detail and untouched surfaces can multiply value like wildfire. Protect it, preserve it, and keep it graded by professionals like PCGS or NGC if you find one. Authenticity and condition are your best allies when holding a coin of this caliber. Because as we speak, offers are growing, demand is intensifying, and the rarity of this coin continues to make headlines among U.S. numismatists. It's not a matter of if this coin will cross six figures, it's a matter of when. So remember, the 2007 Washington 1889 with D-Mint Quarter isn't just a collectible, it's a story, a symbol, a piece of America's beating heart. And somewhere out there, in change jars and old coin albums, this $80,000 treasure could be waiting for its next discovery. And that's just our first coin of the day. The next ones on this list will blow your mind even further. Stay tuned, because what is coming next might just make you want to check your quarters right now. And remember, Rare Coin News USA brings you fresh updates every single day, uncovering the rarest, most unbelievable treasures of U.S. coinage history. Subscribe now, stay alert, and who knows, tomorrow's story might just be your coin. Now, if you thought the Washington Quarter was impressive, wait until you see this next one. A coin that carries with it a secret so unusual, even experienced collectors scratch their heads in disbelief. Hidden in plain sight, the 1999 Connecticut State Quarter Dollar with an unexpected 1988 D-Mint mark has become one of the most fascinating mysteries in the entire U.S. State Quarter Series. Let's travel back for a second, 1999, the dawn of a new era in American coinage. The U.S. Mint launched the legendary State Quarters program, honoring each of the 50 states with unique designs. Connecticut was among the first, and what a start it was. The reverse of the coin features the famed Charter Oak Tree, a powerful emblem of Connecticut's history and the spirit of American independence. But here's where things take a shocking twist. Among the millions minted in 1999, a few rare pieces emerged, carrying a mint mark and design anomaly that absolutely shouldn't exist. Instead of the standard 1999 minting inscription, a handful of quarters bore an 1888 with D marking a mysterious variation believed to have resulted from an accidental die mix-up deep within the Denver Mint. This is no ordinary mint error, it's a 1 in a billion strike. A coin born at the crossroads of time, combining a design from the modern era with the ghost of an older die. Coin experts still debate whether it was a freak die clash, an overstruck test piece, or a deliberate experimental strike that somehow escaped into circulation. Now imagine this. You are holding a coin that should not even exist. The date, the mark, the weight, all matching official specs, yet carrying a signature from another timeline. The composition remains the classic copper-nickel clad a copper core with a nickel-plated surface that gives it that brilliant silver sheen. But its story? That's pure magic. Collectors describe this coin as a bridge between centuries, an accidental masterpiece that links 1888's minting legacy with the statehood pride of 1999. In fine condition, it's already breathtaking. Each ridge of the Charter Oak's branches standing proud, the fine lines of the bark still visible, and that mysterious mint mark gleaming beneath close inspection. Now, here's where the suspense hits its peak. For years, rumors swirled in coin communities, whispers of the Connecticut ghost quarter, stories of collectors finding one and then vanishing from the auction scene. Until recently, when one surfaced at a private auction in the United States and the numismatic world froze in awe. The bidding began at a few $1,000s, and within minutes, it exploded into chaos. Collectors from across the nation, from California to New York, fought tooth and nail for ownership. And when the gavel finally struck, the coin's final sale price sent shockwaves through the coin collecting universe. This 1999 Connecticut State Quarter dollar, 1988 with D mint mark, in fine condition, officially commanded a jaw-dropping $100,000, yes, 100,000 real US dollars. That's not folklore. That's today's market reality. The value of this coin has skyrocketed in recent months, and collectors are calling it one of the fastest-growing treasures in United States. Numismatic history. Experts predict it is only the beginning. This coin's market trajectory points straight up. Every serious collector, every investor who understands rarity is keeping an eye on this variety. Because once it disappears into private hands, it may not reappear for decades. And here's the thrilling part. Coins like this don't announce themselves. They're found in the wild, in change rolls, forgotten coin jars, or inherited collections. That means this treasure could be anywhere, waiting to make someone's fortune overnight. So here's my collector tip. Always check your Connecticut quarters closely. Look for that subtle D-mint mark anomaly, inspect the year, and verify every detail under a magnifying lens. If you find one in fine condition or better, protect it like gold. Send it for professional grading immediately. The better the preservation, the higher the potential value, and with the way this market is moving, that value could double before the year's end. Never take these stories as fiction. I am telling you the truth. The price you heard is real and right now. These coins are being hunted, hoarded, and heralded as living relics of American minting mystery. So if fate ever puts a Connecticut 1988 with D quarter in your palm, congratulations. You are not holding pocket change. You're holding American treasure, a piece of coinage history that's rewriting the value books. And remember, my friends here on Rare Coin News, USA, we bring you fresh updates every single day, straight from the heart of the coin collector world. These aren't myths, they're real stories of real people finding life-changing fortune in the most unexpected places. So stay tuned, because the next coin on our list, it is even rarer. And trust me, you will want to check your quarters right after this. Now this one is close to the heart of every American. The 2001 New York State Quarter dollar, a coin that not only captures the soul of the Empire State, but also hides a mystery so rare, even professional graders have called it a modern miracle. Let's take a journey back. The year is 2001. The United States Mint, riding the momentum of the revolutionary State Quarter program, struck a design to honor one of the most iconic states in the nation, New York, the gateway to freedom. On the reverse, we see Lady Liberty herself, standing tall, arm outstretched, torch blazing, overlooking the outline of New York, and 11 star clusters, representing the state's entry into the Union as the 11th state back in 1788. It's bold, it's patriotic, it's American perfection. But what if I told you that among those millions of quarters minted, a very select few carry a variation so strange, so unintentional, that it stunned experts at the Philadelphia Mint itself? Yes, I'm talking about the year 2001, New York State quarter with the 1788 design variation and the P mint mark that carries an unexpected engraving pattern so subtle that most people overlook it. But collectors know once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. Some of these coins show what's been dubbed the Liberty Shift, a microscopic misalignment in the minting strike that gives the Statue of Liberty a slight shadow effect, as though it were double struck. Others reveal a faint doubling in the year 1788 date, believed to have occurred during a high-pressure die clash inside the Philadelphia Mint. And if that wasn't enough, certain versions even display minute die cracks running across the state outline, a natural signature of an overused die that somehow slipped through quality control. Each of these features adds layers of mystery and massive collector demand. This isn't just another quarter. This is a piece of American craftsmanship colliding with rare historical imperfection. Now let's talk about the coin's build. This masterpiece follows the same copper-nickel-clad composition, a durable copper core wrapped in a nickel shell, weighing 5.67 grams and shining with the cool luster of American minting heritage. In very fine condition, the strike retains strong details. Liberty's gown lines remain visible. The stars and state border still distinct, and the surface holds the beautiful patina of time. But why is this coin commanding such fierce attention today? Because the 2001 New York State quarter, 1788 P mint mark, has become one of the most hotly pursued era varieties in recent history. Collectors nationwide are racing to secure it before prices go stratospheric. Just last month, a verified specimen in very fine condition appeared in a private auction, and what happened next was pure coin collecting chaos. Bids flew in from major U.S. collectors, private investors, and even European numismatists. It was a battle for history, and when that auctioneer's hammer finally came down, the final price silenced the room. That single 2001 New York State quarter dollar, 1788 P mint mark, in very fine condition, sold for an absolutely staggering 95,000 real American dollars. Not hype, not myth. That's the truth, and it's happening right now in today's market. The value of this coin has been climbing like wildfire. Experts are calling it the Liberty Ascension, and they are predicting that its value will continue to soar as more collectors wake up to its existence. This is one of those rare opportunities where numismatic beauty meets market gold. If you're lucky enough to own one of these treasures, even tucked away in a forgotten coin album, you might be sitting on what collectors call a modern fortune. That's right, a treasure of today that rivals even the legendary coins of the past. And for all the collectors watching, here's your tip of the day. Never overlook the mint mark and the strike details on your New York quarters. Under magnification, look carefully for that 1788 date doubling, that slight Liberty shift, or the faint die line cracks. Even small imperfections can mean the difference between face value and a life-changing payday. Send your find for professional grading, PCGS, NGC, or ANACS, because documentation and certification can turn that simple discovery into an official treasure recognized around the world. And remember, these coins aren't just rising, they're ascending. Day after day, their prices climb higher. Don't take this as a story, take it as a reality. I'm telling you the truth. These quarters are pure American treasure in the truest sense. Somewhere out there, one of you watching this video might be holding one right now. Maybe you just haven't looked closely enough yet. So check your pockets, your old rolls, your family coin boxes. Because this 2001 New York quarter could turn an ordinary day into an unforgettable discovery. And as always, Stay tuned right here on Rare Coin News USA, where we bring you fresh, newly updated, real stories of ultra-rare US coins every single day. These are the coins that make collectors dream, investors rise, and history come alive. Don't blink, because the next coin on our list might just rewrite what you thought was possible from a single United States quarter. Now picture this. The Blue Ridge Mountains, mist curling between ridges like silver smoke, the sun rising over a timeless American highway. It's one of the most breathtaking sights in the United States, and in 2015, the U.S. Mint captured that beauty forever on a single coin. But hidden among those millions of coins struck that year lies a version so rare, so quietly extraordinary that collectors call it the gray ghost of the Parkway. Yes, I'm talking about the 2015 Blue Ridge Parkway State Quarter Dollar with the P Mint mark, but this one carries a subtle, mysterious gray shade variation that makes it one of the most talked about state quarters in recent history. Let's take you there. In 2015, the U.S. Mint honored North Carolina's breathtaking Blue Ridge Parkway as part of the America the Beautiful series, a celebration of the nation's natural wonders. The design shows the curving mountain road as it hugs the cliffside, framed by lush foliage and a hand-carved tunnel arching gracefully over the path. Now, here's where the story takes a turn. Sometime during the early production phase at the Philadelphia Mint, a unique batch of planchets, those are the blank coin discs before striking, were treated with an unusual metallic alloy mix. The result? A coin that emerged not with the usual bright silver shine, but with a faint grayish hue, almost smoky in tone. Under normal light, it looks like a regular quarter. But tilt it ever so slightly, and the color deepens into a steely, mysterious shade that's unlike any standard strike. Collectors call it the gray shade or shadow tint variety, a minting anomaly that gives the coin a haunting, almost photographic look. It's like the mists of the Parkway itself were captured inside the metal. And because this anomaly wasn't intentional, only a small handful of these coins ever left the mint before officials corrected the process. That means that every surviving example is a genuine accident of history, a mint-made miracle. Now let's talk about its structure. The coin follows the classic copper-nickel-clad composition, a strong copper core wrapped in a nickel coating. But due to that alloy variation, the surface reflects less light, appearing darker, smoother, and visually striking compared to ordinary 2015 quarters. In fine condition, the details remain crisp, the winding road, the trees, the tunnel arch, all still visible with character and depth. The wear is gentle, giving it that aged, story-filled charm that collectors adore. But here's what is fueling the fire. The rarity of this gray shade variant has created an absolute storm of demand in coin forums, auction houses, and private collections. Over the past few years, several examples have surfaced, and every single one has sparked bidding wars. Collectors from across the United States are chasing them, desperate to claim a coin that bridges natural beauty, minting mystery, and historic rarity. At one recent auction, a verified gray shade 2015 Blue Ridge Parkway P Mint quarter in fine condition stunned the room, with bids reportedly climbing as high as $55,000 before the hammer fell. That's right, 55,000 real dollars for a single USS quarter. Now, I'm not talking rumors or exaggeration. These are the reported figures shared by serious numismatic circles, and the excitement hasn't slowed since. The value of this coin is on the move, increasing month by month, with experts predicting that the gray shade variety could become one of the defining minting anomalies of the modern era. And remember, this is no fantasy. This is a living market reality. Every collector who understands rarity, error variety, and historical crossover knows the power that one small difference in minting can have. If you're one of the lucky few to discover this coin, maybe tucked inside a coin roll, or in that little box of change your grandparents left behind, you might be holding a piece of art that connects American craftsmanship mystery and natural wonder. So here's my collector's tip. Always examine your 2015 Blue Ridge Parkway quarters under a bright white light. Look for that subtle gray or smoky tint, that unique tone that doesn't match the others. Compare it side by side with a standard quarter. If you notice that mysterious darker luster, take a closer look. If it is the real deal, do not clean it, do not polish it, protect it. Store it properly and have it certified by a trusted grading service like PCGS or NGC. Once authenticated, it is not just a coin anymore, it is a treasure. And as with all rare coins, the earlier you identify it, the higher its potential future value. Experts say these coins are still under recognized meaning. Their market ceiling is far from reached. So never underestimate what could be sitting right in front of you. That quarter in your hand could hold a secret worth thousands, and it's all real, happening right here, right now, in today's United States. Coin market. And remember, Rare Coin News USA brings you fresh, real daily updates on the most exciting discoveries, rarest mint errors, and the unbelievable values rocking the collector world. Our final coin today takes us deep into the wild heart of Louisiana, where nature roams free and history whispers through the trees. The 2015 Kisatchie State Quarter Dollar, struck with the P Mint mark, is a masterpiece born from one of America's most breathtaking national forests. But among these coins, a select few carry something mysterious, a fine condition strike that reveals a hidden layer of minting beauty and rarity that has collectors in absolute awe. Let's journey back for a moment. In 2015, the U.S. Mint released the Kisatchie Quarter as part of the America the Beautiful program, honoring the stunning Kisatchie National Forest, a 600,000-acre wilderness of pines, rivers, and wildlife in central Louisiana. The coin's reverse design features a wild turkey, wings stretched in majestic flight, rising over tall, longleaf pines. It's a moment of motion frozen forever in metal pure wild Americana. But here's where it gets fascinating. Some of these quarters, struck at the Philadelphia Mint, emerged with a fine condition anomaly that collectors now call the feather frost variation, a natural grayish toning effect combined with a faint doubling around the bird's wings and the forest background. This subtle anomaly likely resulted from a unique die polishing error. During production, certain dies used to strike the Kisatchie quarters were over-burnished, meaning they were polished just a bit too long before striking. This created a gentle halo effect around the raised details and a misty texture across the coin's surface. The result? A breathtaking shimmer that makes the wild turkey appear as if it is glowing mid-flight. And only a handful of these pieces ever left the mint in this condition before the polishing issue was corrected. Now, when you hold one in your hand, even in fine condition, it's a sight to behold. Light dances across the surface in waves, the bird's wings catching the gleam like they're about to lift right off the coin. Collectors who have handled these coins describe the experience as holding a living landscape, and it is not hard to see why. Each one is a perfect blend of natural artistry and accidental perfection, the kind of minting mystery that turns everyday quarters into legendary treasures. And here's where it gets thrilling. At a recent collector showcase, a 2015 Kisatchie P Mint Quarter in fine condition, displaying this feather frost visual anomaly, made headlines after fetching reportedly as high as $46,000 in a private numismatic exchange. That's $46,000 for a coin most people would overlook in spare change. The buzz around this quarter has exploded. Collectors, dealers, and investors are all chasing it, not only for its beauty, but for its incredible rarity. Experts are already calling it one of the most underappreciated finds of the 2010s, a coin whose value could soar as recognition spreads. And the truth is, the demand is only getting stronger. Each month, the number of verified feather-frost Kisatchie quarters in fine or higher condition remains astonishingly low. That scarcity fuels both price and prestige. So here's my collector's tip. If you have any 2015 Kisatchie quarters with a P mint mark, don't pass over them. Inspect carefully under natural light or magnification. Look for the faint shadow around the turkey's wings or the slightly soft, frosted contrast that gives this variety its ghost-like glow. And if you find one, keep it safe. Store it properly, avoid cleaning it, and have it authenticated through a certified grading service. A confirmed specimen could turn out to be one of the most valuable modern state quarters in your entire collection. This is the beauty of coin collecting. History, art, and mystery all wrapped up in the palm of your hand. And this 2015 Kisatchie quarter? It's proof that treasures don't just lie buried in the ground. Sometimes they're sitting right in your change jar, quietly waiting to be rediscovered. So there you have it, 5 of the most extraordinary, ultra-rare, and jaw-dropping state quarter varieties in today's market. Each one carries its own story, a whisper of history, a spark of chance, and a fortune waiting to be found. From the Washington 1989 D treasure to the ghostly Connecticut, the Liberty shifted New York, the gray-shaded Blue Ridge Parkway, and now the mystic Kisatchie. These coins prove one thing beyond any doubt. The rarest treasures aren't always locked in vaults. Sometimes they're right there in your pocket. And who knows, maybe the next life-changing discovery belongs to you. So before you spend your next quarter, take a second look. Because in this world, one small coin can hold a story worth more than gold. If you enjoyed today's deep dive, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Rare Coin News USA, and tap the bell icon, because we bring you fresh, newly verified, and unbelievable rare coin discoveries every single day. Stay curious, stay inspired, and keep searching, because the next great American treasure might just be in your hand right now.